Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. We will be starting the meeting soon. We are waiting for a few more people to join. We'll start in a few minutes. I request everyone to kindly is going on and please do not share your screen while the screen is being presented. We will start the meet shortly. Thank you so much. Hello, everyone. We will be starting the meet within a minute. We are just waiting for a few more people to join.
Hi everybody, I hope that you are doing well. Please, I have one question. If you have received the presentation via the email learngrowsave@gmail.com, since Pankutai is absent and she has an obligation.
Sorry, sir. Can you repeat what you have said once again? It will be great.
Yes, I'm asking if you have received the presentation via the email learngrowsave@gmail.com, since Pankutai
Yeah, yeah.
is absent.
Yes, sir. Actually, there's some technical issue. There's a power cut, so that's why there's some problem. Please, can you send the mail once again? I'll just share the mail ID in the chat box. Can you just mail the presentation once again? We're really sorry for the inconvenience.
Okay, okay.
The
I will
mail
type.
ID is in the chat box.
Mm, mm,
Really sorry for the inconvenience, sir. Please
no,
share the presentation in the.
I have sent. Did you receive it?
Just a second. I'm just checking it. Okay. I'll just get back to you within a minute. Yamini, can you please stop sharing your screen?
Ramli, please to stop your screen share. Ramli, ma'am, can you just remove the person?
Yeah, sure. It's completely sure. Thank you so much. The screen is visible. I hope you have received the mail, Siddharthan. We are really sorry for the inconvenience, but there's some technical issue. And Suman, can you please stop screen sharing? Guys, please do not share your screen while the screen is being presented. The person who is presenting the screen, uh, the presentation gets disturbed. Please do not share your screen. So there's some problem. Can you just share the presentation in the mail ID is in the chat box, like then the mail in the chat box. I'm just sharing the mail.
I
Please
got it. I
check.
got it. I got it.
Okay, okay.
I'm got it.
Thank you so much. First of all, I'm really sorry for this whole inconvenience. You all have to wait. But without any further delay, I'll just start with today's presentation. Today, we are very fortunate to have Mr. Isam El Asri with us. And he's residing in Morocco. And by profession, he's a business consultant and entrepreneur. Today, he will be talking about business strategy. In every aspect of an organized life, there is a plan or a strategy. So, as for any organization, no matter its size or the impact of it, in today's world, business strategy has become a must tool for any tech in action. So, without any further delay, I would like to call upon Sir to start with his presentation. Over to you, sir.
Yes, thank you for this presentation. And I'm pleased and glad to be part of this great presentation and great association. So, yeah, and I'm happy to share some information with you.
Thank you so much, sir. It's our pleasure.
Okay, today's presentation, it will be about how to formulate a strategy. However, we are in a, no matter is the size of the organization or the type, even it's a political party or a NGO or a business. So a strategy is an important tool to achieve a goal and optimize the resources used and implemented to achieve a goal. So in the next slide, we will see the plan. So I will introduce you strategy briefly, then the strategy levels inside the organization. Our model organization will be a business, but it's applicable to any type of organization. Strategic decision model, strategy formulation, and a case study to be more practical than theoretical in this course. So in the next slide, the strategy or is a choice before of objectives and the means, which is the tools or the ways that will make this strategy real or applicable to achieve them on the long run. First, one of the criteria to establish a strategy is a long run or a long-term plan. Plan is made for short term, but strategy is for long term, above 2 years or 24 months. So it's consistent with the firm's or the organizational resources and capabilities. As you know, resources is, we talk about financial resources, the human resources, the facilities acquired or owned by the organization. But the capabilities is what can we do with these resources? We are, for example, capable, we are an industrial, we are capable of producing our phones producing. We are capable to manufacturing 1,000 phone per day. So this is a capability. Next, we have the opportunities and threats of the environment. It should be well studied, so we can explore the opportunities and make sure that we avoid all the threats. The levels of strategy, as you see, there is 2 levels. Generally, the corporate level. When we talk corporate level, we talk top management, the head of the organization, where the strategy is formulated and made. It's like the kitchen where recipes is made for this strategy. At the business level or the operational level, we have the implementation. It's where the operations are made. So the strategic decision model. First, we make a diagnosis of the situation, of the environment, as we said, the opportunity, the threats, the strengths, and the power and the weaknesses of the organization. Next, we have the strategy formulation. As I said, it's made in the kitchen of the organization, which is at top management. Strategy implementation in the business level, where operations are made. And the control and monitoring. Of course, after implementing a strategy, we should make a system to control and measure how impactful this strategy is, or are we getting good after implementing or not. So we should control and monitor every step of the implementation of the strategy to measure its success. So strategy formulation. So this scheme is a short one. First, we do there is an external analysis and the internal one. First, we start with the external one. We do a PESTEL analysis. We can add the Porter's analysis. PESTEL stands for political, economical, socio-cultural, technological, environmental, and legal analysis. Actor analysis, the actors that are acting or performing around the organization, the driving forces, all the organization and the mechanism that drives the market or the industry or where the organization is. The industry analysis, which after it, with the competitiveness, it's very important to study the competitors. So after, you have a strategic group map where we put the organization in a map to see, we have a closer look to its competitors. After it, we have a KSF, the key successful or success factors. So we deduct or we resume some KSF or success factors from this external analysis. After KSF, we have an internal analysis. We start with the vision and the mission of the organization. Every organization should have a vision and mission, besides the culture and so on. Financial analysis, which is internal. SWOT analysis, CS rating, and we can call it the McKinsey matrix, and the VRIO analysis. So next. we have our case study. Today we are studying a great, very big organization, which is Walmart, as I assume that it's well known in India. It's an American retailer. It's the top one in the world, with 11,000 stores, 27 countries, 15 billion in dollars in annual revenue, 2 million employees, the number one employer in the world. So the market share is 63% in the United States market. The closest competitor is Costco, 17%. So the case study, we will conduct an internal and external one. So we start with the external analysis, the environmental one. As I said, the best analysis, political, economical, and so on and so forth. Statement. If we see the political side, we have a political friendship between CEO Johan and the Chinese politician Deng of the Paramount of China. This make the investment or the expansion of the business in China much easier than its competitor Costco. Having friends and relationships really facilitates the investment. The assessment, competitors of Walmart are getting advantage of political friendship, and it's an anti-competitive practice, but it's the market. The power or the score of this aspects is 4 out of 10. So in the next slide, we have the environmental analysis. First, the statement, the opening of supermarkets by Tesco. Tesco is a major retailer in the United Kingdom. In China, 2 largest retailers merged in 2003 into one state-owned entity named Bailan Group. So this alliances, it's we can see this in the car manufacturing groups. We have recently the merger of Fiat and Chrysler. This merger is it's aimed to reduce costs and be more profitable and cost cutting than the competition. It's a plus for the company inside the competition. So the assessment, the economic alliances has been made in order to stop the exponential growth of Walmart. So the score here of this aspect is 7 out of 10. It's very pertinent. So please, in the next slide, social aspect, Walmart blamed for pushing production from US to large wage overseas producers. So Walmart is getting advantage of the low costs of labor outside the US and manufacture their products and selling these products in the United States market. So by the government and the media, this is they are blaming the company for this act, which is so natural and so economic. The assessment, Walmart is decreasing domestic jobs in pursuit of profit. This is being more capitalist. It's normal, it's legal, but they are showcasing a capitalist image of the company, which is not that good. The impact is 7.5 out of 10. So next slide. We have the environmental analysis. So we see some visible moves into technology with Kinder research and tablets and Prime Instant Video. More investments are made to manage the inventory and warehousing. So the technological changes, as we resume here, the technological changes has changed the strategy of Walmart and pushed the company to adopt many changes in most of its departments. So the competition or the competitors of Walmart are using more advanced technology to manage more the inventory, because one of the major problems of the retailers is the inventory, is the warehouse. So when we manage this problem, we are time saving and financial resource saving and human resources saving. So the competitors are getting advantage in this side from the market. So the environmental analysis. Many states has passed such laws during the Depression to protect local grocers from chains. So in Germany, in Europe, in South America, after any crisis, the government realized that the most important investment is the local one. FDI is important, which stands for foreign direct investments, but promoting local grocers and local businesses is more profitable for the government, and it makes the government reach more stability, economic stability. So this laws is working for the local grocers, but not for the foreign grocers when it comes to Walmart, when it invests outside of the United States, where it should deal with this fact. So the environmental analysis, Walmart has entered into a plea agreement with the US authorities in California regarding the violation of certain environmental laws. So the environment is getting more and more important in the last 2 decades. So companies can no more violate any environmental law. Even an environmental practice that may be judged as harmful for the environment, it must be avoided by the company or it will harm its image. So in the next slide, we have the actor analysis. So what are the actors that are affecting and the performance of the Walmart business? So we have the United Food and Commercial Workers. So it's an association, as I can assume. They have a position toward Walmart, which is unfavorable. The assessment of this act or this fact is 7, which is harmful. The comments is this organism is imposing and making criticism and attacking Walmart, which harms its image. We have customers, they are favorable. The assessment is 2, which is low, which is good. They are favorable. Walmart is very successful with its customers, which is a good fact for the company. The government, favorable. Walmart has a good relation with the government. Whenever it needs the support of the government, the EPA, Environmental Protection Agency, is a United States agency. It's neutral, not favorable or unfavorable, but it's criticizing Walmart for the violation that has made in California for the environment. So in the next slide, we have the driving forces. So the driving forces, we have the e-commerce opportunities, the technological change, and the regulatory policies. Sorry for not pronouncing things so properly. We have here the impact, favorable, unfavorable, 2 favorable, and 1 unfavorable. So e-commerce opportunities, it's an opportunity for Walmart to expand its business in the digital area, which is favorable, the impact. Technological change, the inventory management, it's in the favor of Walmart. The regulatory or the regulations or policies are unfavorable because it's reducing the opportunities that are open to the Walmart company. In the next slide, we have the retail indices. Here we have the analysis of the competition or the industry or the market. Okay. One thing to make it clear, we have you often hear market and industry. What's the difference? When we talk business, B2B. For example, Walmart has some suppliers. Let's call it for laptops Lenovo. Lenovo is a supplier of Walmart. But me as a customer, I am a customer of Walmart. So when we talk customer, business to customer, it's a market. It's a business with the customer or the client. When we talk the business to business, B2B, business with supplier, we talk industry. So the percentage of US GDP, gross the domestic product, which is the annual production of any country in the world, by industry by the year 2013. We have here, the most important point here is the wholesale trade is 5.9%, where Walmart is performing. It's a big industry where Walmart is performing. So please, in the next slide, we'll see the retail industry analysis. From 1997, the amount of trade in the retail sales to total number was 2.4, but it was going up. We have an increase till 2009. As we know, there were a crisis in the United States, the prime crisis. So after it, we have the Walmart or the industry has recovered from the crisis, and we see the increase, but a bit of stagnation between 2013 and 2014. In the next slide, we see the competitive analysis. So here we will use the Porter model. Here we have every company is managed or taken by 5 forces. We have the suppliers, substitute products, buyers, potential new entrants, and rivalry or competitiveness. So me as a company, let's imagine I am Walmart. I have 5 things to take care of. My customers, because without customers I cannot sell. The substitute products, so if there is a business making some a similar product but a cheaper price and cheaper quality and the low quality, it's my competitor. This is affecting my performance. Third, suppliers. The suppliers are negotiation, and because they have a power over me as a company. If they raise the prices, I can only raise the price and harm the customer. So it's a force to take care of and to pay attention to. The fourth point is the competition. If the competition is more quicker than me in acquiring technologies or acquiring competitions or acquiring small businesses, this is affecting my performance. So because market share will shrink and their market share will increase. After this, we have the potential of new entrants. So if we are in a business where the entrance is easy, let's take 2 major or 2 different markets. Let's take the aviation markets. The two companies, major ones. We have 3 or more. We have in the United States Boeing, as we know, and in Europe we have Airbus, which is assembled in Toulouse in France. So this market is the barriers of entry is very, very, very high. It's so hard that someone or somebody or a government can enter into the market. So this is protecting the Airbus and Boeing. So this market is protected by the barriers of entry. They need not only if anyone wants to enter. It's not about money. It's about the expertise and knowledge, and it's more sophisticated stuff. But when we talk phones, this market has a low barrier of entry, as we see, there is a lot of brands here in the world. So plus the facilities is made in China to make and manufacture phones easily. This makes this market more vulnerable to new entrants. So those are the forces that we should pay attention to in the competitive analysis. In the next slide, we have the strategic group model. Here we have we made the distribution channel and the geographic coverage. When we have less or a low number of distribution channels, we have threads, but no one is closed in the retail industry in the United States or in the world, because we have geographical coverage, which means in more who is present in more states. We have targets which present in the United States and outside the United States. We have Dollar General, Costco, Aldi, and Walmart, which is present in 27 countries. It's more global than anyone in the competition. Please, the next slide. The technological adaptation. So, what makes Walmart successful? We call it the KSF in the business acumen. So, the technological adaptation of Walmart has made the company great in its market. So, the adaptation speed of Walmart has helped the organization to master its operations over its competitors, because it adopted more technologies to manage the inventory. So in the next slide, we will see the internal analysis, mission and vision. The mission is to save. The mission of Walmart is to save people money so they can live better. The vision be the destination for the customer to save money, no matter how they want to shop. So Walmart is a cheap destination where everybody can shop. In the next slide, we have financial analysis. The ROI, return on investment, compared with the average industry average, return on equity regarding the industry average, and return on assets. So here in ROI, the organization that validates all these aspects. So a competitive, to make a strategy in order to have a competitive advantage. What is a competitive advantage? It's an advantage that makes the company having a valuable advantage, a rare one, and hard to imitate and organize, can be applicable in the organization. So let's talk supply chain. It's validate the value, bargaining power as well, but technology is not inimitable. It can be imitated by other competitors and private label brands. So in the next slide, we have the Walmart competitive and strengths. So it's similar to the McKinsey matrix. We have the weight. So here you create a table and you put the languages, English, as you see. But unfortunately, I don't speak Indian, but it's the opportunity. It's where I have learned my first word. Is Dhanyavada, which means I think thank you. So I say thank you all for your attention and your time.
Thank you so much, sir. Dhanyavad in Hindi. And it was really a great pleasure to have you. So, guys, if you have any questions you want to ask, sir, you can definitely drop it in the chat box. And I think it's an amazing opportunity for all of you to ask, clarify your queries or any suggestions, anything you can ask.
Yes, I would be pleased to answer your question. Yes, Dhanawad and Yawad.
I can see like everybody's overwhelmed by this amazing presentation.
Let's take the young youth India organization. There is the top management, where the decisions are made. We have the managers and the president and the committee or the council around. Then we have the volunteers. The volunteers are the business level where operations are made. The volunteers are in charge to make things happen, to serve others, and so on and so forth. But in the business level or in the corporate level, is the top management where the decision is made. Is for example, you are going from Bangalore to New Delhi. This decision is made by the corporate level. This we are talking in business acumen, but we can apply it to an organization like yours. So the president and its council or its board can decide where the volunteers must go or what they should do. So they should go in New Delhi or Mumbai or wherever. So the decision is made in the business or corporate level, and the execution is made in the business level. Okay, we have a second question. Can you explain the VRIO? So the goal of making a business strategy, any kind of strategy, is to gain something at the end, which is we call the competitive advantage. This competitive advantage makes your organization have an advantage of being valuable. Let's take an example. Okay, you as an organization, you have relations with the three artists, Indian artists that are famous. So you made a strategy to gain their relations. So having these three artists as ambassador of your organization makes them valuable as an advantage, valuable, rare. Not everybody can approach those three famous actors. Rare, this is rare aspect, and inimitable. Not everybody can imitate this approach, because you have studied before, like 2 years before, how to approach them, how to satisfy them, how to make them happy inside your organization. Organize it is your organization is able to absorb them or integrate them inside the organization. So this is the VRIO analysis. Am I clear? Okay. So, as I said, strategy is this is a very standard one. You can add and you can modify the model. It's applicable to any time. So, being an entrepreneur, I start not as a big business. I start as a startup and a small business. It's applicable. Gather resources. You will not make the same as a big company, of course, or a corporation, but it depends on your intelligence. You bring what is made, and you apply what looks or what seems logic to be applied. So drafting a SWOT analysis is important. Special analysis, driving forces. This is important to make, no matter is the organization. Okay, so for the last question, what should be a great strategy? No, unfortunately, there is no standard answer to this question, because the customer in Bangladesh isn't the same in India, isn't the same in Japan or China or France, Italy, Algeria, or United States. First. So I cannot use the same method to all of those customers. But you should look for making a loyalty program. So let's imagine a business, a retail store, a small retail store, or just a shop in a city. You can make some promotions like recently retailers in Europe are using a technique which is making, let me show you. Okay. Are you seeing? Okay, so there is a method for groceries like this. They are making cards like this with a barcode. It's for free. You go to the store and you sign up. You get this for free. But when you use this, you get some extra point or reduction of 5%, 3%, which cannot affect really the business. But as a customer, I will if I know that I am gathering points, this makes me this is making me more loyal to this brand. I will not lose some points, which is virtual points for the company. It makes me that I matter for the organization. Why I have points? If let's imagine I have points here in my card for this type of business, and there is a competitor. If I have points, I will not lose them. I will gather more. So, exploring this aspect, this company will make more customers and make them more loyal than the competition. So it's a good way to attract more customers. Is making a loyalty program. I read an article, Walmart is helping the US. So in the morning, so my morning is different than yours because I live in Morocco, North Africa, where the difference in time is 4.3 hours. When I woke up and you were taking lunch, I assume, I watched a video launched by CNBC about the competition between Walmart and Amazon. If Walmart can catch up Amazon. So after watching this short video, Walmart cannot hurt the US economy. The opposite is enriching the US economy by employing 2 million employers. It's a huge number. So it's helping the US economy instead of hurting it. So I don't agree. So is there more questions?
So if you have any more question you want to ask, you can just drop it in the chat box, and so we'll definitely answer the queries. Or if you do not have any queries, then no, we'll proceed. We'll wait for 2 more minutes, sir. If anybody has any query, they can just drop it in the chat box, and then we can end the session.
Sorry, I'm cutting you. Guys, if you have a question, no matter is the question, it's related to business, to entrepreneurship, to cultures here in